I'm having the best day of my life today. And I said that yesterday because $182,000 unlocked itself for me in one day, which is extraordinary. And I'm so grateful for that opportunity because that is how much this work is popping off. And the White Dahlia Peace Foundation has been gestating for a very long time. As a matter of fact, I conceived the idea for the White Dahlia Peace Foundation while in my Kundalini awakening process in my basement suite of my dream home, going through a separation from my children's father, which took every single ounce of my resilience not to allow myself to default back into the same self-destructive patterns that I participated in when I, in the past, qualified for certain mental health diagnoses that tend to get people labeled and ostracized in ways that make it very hard to be taken seriously in society. And that's a problem for me. And if it's a problem for me, that means it's a problem for you. And not just because I love tongue-in-cheek humor and shining a light in places that I know agitate people, because I believe that there are so many things that come out of my mouth that if you really pay attention to what I'm saying, and if you really pay attention, I'm very specific with the language that I use. You have to remember that I'm a translator between the unseen world and the seen world. I'm a translator between the physical world and the non-physical world. That's what scientists are, right? You see the truth of something before you have the proof. It's your job to prove it. And that's what I'm doing, is I'm proving my work. That's what thought leaders do, is you prove your work. You have an idea, you believe in it, and then you prove it. And I've been proving my work for 7 years. And something I used to joke about all the time is it took me 7 years to become an overnight success. And that's happening right now because of the Stepqueen blog. And the Stepqueen blog, the difference between the Stepqueen blog and the White Dahlia International Peace Foundation is not the intention of my work. The intention of my work has always been the same. My work has always been for the children. My work has been for the children since I was 7 years old and I saw my first World Vision commercial. Then I said to myself, I need to go around the world and help babies. And hell or high water, I have done it and I'm doing it. And it feels so good. And I make content on Instagram, for instance, that is specifically and intentionally triggering to people's worldview, especially when it comes to money and receiving money for work. Because how on earth am I meant to run programs, grassroots programs, where I and my Peace Avengers and our extremely brilliant, loving, regenerative, healing, illuminating, radiant bodies of work need to be out in the communities with the people. We need to be out in the world with the people. And we need to be able to train other people to do what it is that we do. And the only way that we can train other people to do what it is that we do is by leading by example how to live. If you want love in your stepfamily, you must be that love. How many times have you heard me say that? If you're a client of mine, you've heard me say that infinity times. If you want love in your stepfamily, you must be that love. If you want peace in your stepfamily, you must be that peace. If you want peace on earth, you must be peace on earth. And what is peace on earth? Peace on earth is waking up in a home where you are not craning your neck and straining your ears to see who is awake downstairs to decide whether or not you should get out of bed. That is not peace on earth. Peace on earth is not being so afraid to say you actually don't even like cherry cheesecake when that's what your partner has been getting you for your anniversary every year. That's not peace on earth. That is prison. That is a prison of your own making. And that is what we teach our people inside of our programs in various ways. We teach it in the body, we teach it in the mind, we teach it in the spirit, because there is conditioning in all of those places. Conditioning, by conditioning, what I mean is the research by Pavlov, right? Pavlov's dog. Pavlov was a Nobel Prize winner because he learned that when he would ring a bell while feeding his dog would salivate. The dog's body learned to anticipate the sound of the bell with the food, right? There's an instantaneous biological response that happens when you smell food, when you know you're going to get fed, right? Your autonomic nervous system kicks on. You salivate, your mouth gets ready to prepare to digest carbohydrates. That's why you salivate, so that the sugar from the carbohydrates from your food can be taken up right away and fed to your brain. Your brain is a big, hungry, beautiful, wonderful, delicious, yummy, special, such amazing organism. I love the brain so much. Man, the brain, what a beautiful thing. I am so grateful to have a brain. Thank you so much to my brain. Thank you to your brain for being here listening to this. If you're listening to this, you have a special brain, and I love you so much. And I'm so grateful you're spending your time with me. I mean that from the bottom of my heart and the bottom of my soul. I'm sitting in a parking lot in Edmonton looking at Mountain Equipment Company. To my straight, to my left, I'm looking at Good Life Fitness. And to my right, I'm looking at Nando's, because I'm going to have warm olives and chicken to ground myself so that my Peace Avengers and I can get to work. Because my Peace Avengers are also people who have come to the conclusion and can see the vision in the same way that I can see the vision, that peace on earth begins with peace at home. Peace at home is an example that is set in conflict. It is not a discipline that is put upon other people. We need a paradigm shift in the way that we are approaching family and parenting and relationships and love. You cannot fight for peace. The Stepqueen blog taught me that. I'm going to go inside and get to work. This is a really exciting chapter that we're in right now. It took me 7 years to become an overnight success, and by golly. And the best part about it is, like, literally all I want to do is, like, be in a Volkswagen, one of those new Volkswagen minivans or camper vans. Okay, it's going to be like pearlescent white, like Cadillac pearl, but more pearl. Okay, and it's going to be so beautiful inside. It's going to be like pure crystal inside. I would just live inside of that and just, like, the best part about the funniest, you hear it from people all the time, the funniest and the best part about having all of this money just drop into your lap is, like, you actually don't even want it. It is such a cosmic joke. It's not that I don't want it. I'm so grateful for it. I'm so grateful that I'm sitting in a car that drives itself in a freaking Balenciaga fur coat and a lime green blazer that makes me look like an electric, like Carmen Electra meets Adriana Lima. Okay, that's how I'm vibing right now, and I'm here for it. Plus my purple scarf, my priceless purple scarf that my beloved Melanie, who I love so much, got me from India. The scarf, the breadcrumb scarf that I can't wait to tell you all about. Oh my God, the breadcrumb scarf. What is for you will never pass you by. What is yours cannot pass you by. What is yours will always be yours. And this work that we all collectively have to do on ownership and what love means, and detaching love from ownership and allowing people to live their lives the way they want to live them, even when and especially when we don't agree with that, and loving them unconditionally anyways. That is what we have been teaching inside of the most complex family power system on our planet at this time that I have come across. I'm not saying that that is definitive. I'm saying that this is my current worldview, and I would love a challenge. I do love a challenge. So I'm going to go inside. I'm going to eat my olives, my warm olives, and my yummy chicken. I'm going to visualize my Volkswagen, my amethyst Volkswagen on wheels. I'm going to talk to my Peace Avengers, who I love so much. I'm going to give so much gratitude for where I'm at and who I've become. Who would you be if you already have what you wanted? I am her. Right? I am her every day, and I've been her every day, and that has been so awesome. Depending on where you're at, let me tell you where you can go if you want to peek under the covers, or you want to join us, or you want to support your step family, or you want to support the Peace Avengers, or you want to make a donation, or you want to learn how to bake bread, or whatever that looks like. If you're in a step family, or you're a child from a step family, meaning you had step parents, you had a single parent, I'd recommend going to my book, Step Families in Bloom, and reading that, going through that. That'll give you a really solid kind of foundation of my body of work and how I function and how I teach my clients. Okay. And then, I love you so much. I'm just talking to some folks who are going to be using drugs inside of a bus shelter at Randolph. And I have so much compassion for the search for God and the knowing that we all seek for God, and we are all on the same spectrum of that search. And the sooner that we can see the things that unify us, the better. And that's what we teach in Step Family. That's how we teach in Step Family. That's how what we do in Step Family works when couples counseling doesn't work. Or makes it worse. Or perpetuates narcissistic abuse and then gaslights the person who is experiencing it. And if one person is experiencing, that means everyone is experiencing it. Because how you do something is how you do everything. And that's okay. We're all doing it. We're all going through these lessons together. That's the point. We're all human people. That's why our job is to be ourselves and keep our side of the street clean. My stepdad Greg used to say that all the time. Keep your side of the street clean. Right? Let other people do what they do. Keep your side clean. And it's so true. It is that simple. I love you so much. I'm going to go eat. Step Families in Bloom. Read that book. When you read that book, you're able to join our community. I have an off Facebook community, not because I have anything against Facebook or anything like that. It's just specifically because I tend to not love to consume content because I'm a creator. I love to not allow my thought leadership to be influenced by that which I consume, so that I can, as much as possible, offer you content that is from my heart and soul and my thoughts and my originality. Right? I think that that's really important, especially now in today's day and age. So that community just provides me an opportunity to be kind of outside of Facebook and hold still a basically free community equivalent. If you are someone who is from a step family or from any kind of a family, because all of our family lineages carry the same types of experiences, and you are looking for things like how to regulate your nervous system better, how to be more gentle with yourself, be more gentle with your children, not yell as much, maybe learn other methods for discipline than ones that might hurt, then the Peace Palace is a wonderful place for you. That is a monthly, it's not a monthly commitment, it's an annual commitment, but you're welcome to pay monthly or annually. The reason that it is not is because you're going to go through a portal and you're going to go through an expansion, and you need to be in that container for the entire year, and you're going to want to quit, and we're not going to let you. We're going to say we're still here with you. That's why we make it a year. You can try to quit if you want, but you can't. That's why we make it a year. Right? And you're going to get to the other side of that portal. Just like every mother has said when she's been crowning, before she's given birth, I can't do it. That's what it's like, after you come out of that portal. especially if it's your first time. So yes, you must commit to a year, because that's the way my body of work works. It's very deep and it's beautiful and expansive, and you'll be a completely new person on the other side of it. And isn't that a miracle? Not because there's anything wrong with you. Who you are is perfect. And also experiencing life through many lenses is so much fun. And it allows you to be who you are. And that's a gift. And that's a gift we give our stepfamilies. You know, the ability to be who they are and be loved for who they are and seen for who they are and held for who they are and supported for who they are. And by being that, their children and their stepchildren and their children's children get to pass that on through their lineage. And isn't that a miracle? Isn't that a beautiful gift? I'm so grateful for this work. And if you are wanting to come and work, you know, in the change making systemically, and you're interested in becoming a Peace Avenger, then I'll need you to follow me on Instagram or find me some other way and familiarize yourself with my body of work and see if we are a fit. This is an application only process, and it is a multiple 5-figure investment at this time, with that sure to continue to increase as my access to resources increases. Not because I'm trying to make it inaccessible, but because I need to protect my time so that I can be who I am and do what I do the way that I do it. And in order for me to be able to do this way, I need to be able to protect my time the way that I do. And a lot of people want to work with me, and there's only one of me. So as I say to my kids all the time, there's only one of me, right? And this allows people who are already in a place of making influence and impact to influence and impact more people with a body of work that is more aligned and with integrity and values. And isn't that a miracle? That's Peace Avengers way. That's for thought leaders. And you come out the other side of that with your own podcast or your own YouTube channel or your own TV show or your own book or all of the above, depending how fast you work. It's up to you. This whole thing is up to you. It's your choose your own adventure game. And you can always go back to the part where you chose the adventure and pick the other ones. You know, you get to do all of it. I'm a both and kind of girl. I'm an everything and kind of girl, to be honest. I'm going to eat my olives. I love you so much. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.